What's up, y'all? Kendama, and I'm here with another Kendama unboxing. Today's unboxing is going to be from Passion Kendama. Passion Kendamas, I've done a review on their first PK1 shape, which was really good first drop from a company, really good first shape, and they just dropped a second shape, second mod ever, and I'm super excited. Just a little breakdown, this is in my PK1 video, but if you don't know, Passion Kendama is based out in Arizona, owned by Tommy. I got to meet him at Las Vegas. He was down for my videos and likes my content, and he reached out to send out some stuff, and reached out again to send out their newest product, which also I just cannot wait. The drops of the okay. Shout out to the whole PK crew. Like every person from Passion Kendama has been super nice to me and super down and does really cool stuff. I'm down to, hopefully you guys are going to NACO. Hope to kick it with you guys at NACO. It's gonna be sick. Anyways, let's get into it right now. All right, so got the stuff right here. Is there anything else? Nope, that's just the bag. We got a note. We read off the notes. It says, "Hey Elijah, hope you are doing great. Thank you again for reviewing the PK1 mod on your YouTube channel. I hope you don't mind reviewing my second drop. By the time you read this, the drop might already be out. In the handmade nylon velveteen bag is the Gilded mod. It's probably Gilded. The new shape is focused on stalls and lunars. Sweet, cool. I know you'll do amazing on the review, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts. PK Tommy, you are the best, man. You are awesome." So right here, handmade is kind of crazy. Did not know that. Yeah, these velvet bags are pretty sick. Maybe they're doing like the stamps on these, but I'm a big fan of these. And then obviously the Gilded Rose. I'm gonna call it Gild. And if it's Gilded, you can tell me if I'm wrong. Yeah, we got that like cool, sparkly, or not sparkly, but shiny just design on the bag. So we got a little schminky banky danky. Ooh. Oh my God. That is so cool. Check that out. Before we get into that, PK stickers, I think these are different. I could be wrong, but cool Passion Kendama logo, stickers right there. And then a string bearing, you already know. It's the classic stuff. So here is the Gilded Rose mod and shape. Dude, check that out. That is super duper amazing. I don't know if you guys saw the post. I might be explaining this wrong, so check it out on their Instagram. But I'm pretty sure this is like based off a Magic the Gathering card. It's based off this card called like Gilded Lotus or something like that. I don't think it's a commander card. Oops. And it is inspired by that right there. We got a bunch of like gold flowers, which I think the card is a gold flower, and it just looks overall so pretty. We got another logo at the top right there. Sorry, the light's kind of shining on it, but that's really cool. And then the bottom tracking is super hot, dude. Check that out. We got that kind of like gold happening right there with the red stripe and then black all around the Tama, which is great. The Tama's beach, which is really cool. And the top, again, around that design, gold and red. Passion Kendama's like designs are probably one of the coolest. Here is the original PK1 right here, which is really great. The design, just the top, the stripes, all that stuff is really cool. And kind of keeping that kind of same, like, I think it's the same red actually. It could be the same red, but like this red is similar to this red type deal, which is really cool. Maybe that's like the Passion Kendama red that they'll be using on everything, but that is super awesome. And then it's gonna come on that anti-skid sticky, which is great. We all know and come to love this. We've been spoiled for like a full year or like a year and a half with this really good paint. The thing everyone is kind of here for is this chonker of a shape right here, the Gilded Rose shape right here. If you're doing a comparison to the PK1 really quick, you probably can't really see it too well on camera, but where they meet right here and right here is about the same. The thing that's different is the Serato is gonna be heavier because the cup rim or the bird stall is actually thicker, 2 millimeters or so that way. And then obviously there's a Purple Heart splice right there, which is beautiful and amazing. This one doesn't have a Purple Heart stripe. And then also it looks like the sword is pretty similar as well in terms of the length. The length looks about the same, and then we change a bunch down here in this area, which is really cool. As you can see, it has a very pronounced ring. On the PK1, it's very soft on this ring, and then the handle saw is just super chunky and thick on this one, which I'm excited to try taps on. That's like really insane. And this one's kind of like a more basic, kind of your more, you know, normal handle saw right there. Really like the way this feels in hand. Oh my God, those flips feel crazy. Oh my God. Are like, they just feel so good. Okay. Those flips are automatic. I don't know if it has more to do with the Purple Heart stripe in the cups or anything like that. I think it's a combination of like the way this shape is and the weighting of the Purple Heart stripe being there. But like, yeah, that flip is just like, it wants to get back to your hand so badly. on the Ken flip. That's really, really awesome. That is like the most flippy thing. That's insane. Holy crap. Yeah, these lunars are ungodly. Check out this sitting point right here. It just like wants to stay there. That purple heart, I don't know what it is about that stripe, but it is doing work right now. It is putting in some crazy work in terms of like your adjusting points. That's insane, right? Like that's holy crap. Yeah, all the way there to all the way there is like a lot of good lunar balance, a lot of adjustment for you while you're playing, which is insane. Let me just bust out a double really quick. Let's see if I can. Oh yeah. Yeah, that just, oh, that feels so good. He didn't say it was focused on flip specifically, but that's just like a bonus that this thing flips really nicely. The lunar's obviously there. And then the style points, like, yeah, dude, that's insane. So a cool sciencey kendama thing that I was talking about with Jacob Schultz about shapes, not only having like flat cup stalls and stuff is good, but the distance between it matters. And that is like some really, like, this is a fresh bev. That's like probably one of like the most best fresh bevs plus stall points I've ever felt. In terms of stilts and stuff, yeah, that feels good too. That's insane. That feels really, really good. Heck yeah. And then in terms of your ring stalls, whoa. The thing I like about this ring stall is that it doesn't have any give. It's gonna naturally kind of like slide back like that. There's no wiggle at all. Oh my God. Even if you like, yeah, and even when you angle it, there's wiggle this way, but there's no wiggle this way. Yeah, that just feels so good. Oh my God. Also, this handle solves cheat codes as well. The way the bevel engulfs the whole thing, it literally has all the contact you would ever want in a handle stall. Like that's like insane, dude. Like oh my God. What? A Kendama company that said it was good at stalls and it's actually good at stalls is nuts, dude. Like that, there's not like stalls isn't one of those things where you're like, oh, this is a stall Kendama. Like you kind of just like see it. Like no company's like that. No, it's like, oh yeah, the stalls on this are like what it's meant for. They like said it and they did it. And it actually is true. Like, that's insane. I think you can kind of. It can like barely just hook. You might have enough, but it doesn't look like it'll be like fun. I wouldn't say you want to hook on this, but that contact right there for your, oh my God, dude, axes on this thing. If you are an axe lover, dude, I can see you loving this kendama. Just look at how much like it just grabs onto it. That's insane, dude. Such a good shape. Oh, forgot to mention this too. The angle is not completely flat on the cup stalls. So like it is on the flatter side, but there I can see like a little bit of a dip. That means it's not completely flat, which is totally fine. Like I'm telling you guys, like this space right here, like this feeling on the stalls is actually insane. Now, with that said, I don't know, I'm gonna start talking about this because apparently people care about it enough to change their shapes, which kind of sucks. Because of like the cup rims and the steps cups, this Tama is kind of rubbing it up against the side. I think just on this left side. That has nothing to do with like passion kendama or anything like that. That's just like a thing with QC. Even if they were accounting for it, this hole right here where the sword goes in, if China like messes it up and puts it to the left a millimeter, there's no way like your Tama is gonna end up hitting the edge, even if the company accounted for it, which, you know, kind of just happens. Also didn't mention, sorry, on the stalls, stepped cups. They're not like super big, they're very, very subtle. The steps in the PK1 are pretty similar to the steps on this. I'm really liking this kind of like motif I'm seeing with passion kendamas, that they're kind of like taking the base of the shape and then kind of just like growing it a little bit more, kind of modifying a couple different things to modify its play, not like completely changing it. Like they're keeping this serrato area, this distance, the same. They kept their sword spike distance from the top to the ring pretty much the same, and then they're changing the slip stop area. They're not necessarily changing the size of the cups, but they're changing the size of the bird stalls. Another decision that was made on this, it could be, I don't know if this was like a conscious one, but flat cup rims on here versus the thin cup rims on the PK1. I don't know if that actually helps with stalls or not. I don't know if that was like a choice for any specific reason, but it's definitely gonna play a little bit different. It's definitely not gonna like soften up as fast as other things, which is really great. With all that being said, it was Lunar Kendama, we know it Lunars. Will you surprise me still? Do you love me, Tommy? No? Okay, that's fine. So even though the PK1 and the Gilded Rose mod share the same serrato like here and the same sword here, that weight in the serrato is like, yeah, it's not gonna let the slings happen. That is unfortunately the sacrifice you make with things like this. But you can single, maybe. This is like, yeah, you can single if you swing. So this definitely won't fast low. Like we'll try, yeah, I can't even, oh my God. You can kind of late it if you want, but Yeah, don't expect to be doing any like kind of PRs or anything with this thing. You have to like really move and like get it around your finger, which is totally fine. If I have this kind of lunar bounce, like if you're gonna take away slings, at least have like amazing lunar bounce, and this thing has amazing lunar bounce. I'm not really gonna complain about it too much. It's so interesting to me, like how different this feels. Even though the base of this kendama is pretty much the same, it is quite insane. It feels like a completely new shape, even though it keeps the core elements of basically this whole section right here, which is like really crazy. Now, I just tapped this a couple times and it's definitely like on the heavier side of tapping. Also, I don't know what about this spike is getting caught in this tama, but my spike is kind of getting caught in the hole a little bit, which is kind of weird. That cup heaviness is making taps on this feel a little weird. I'll have to test that out a little bit more. Maybe if I push the cup sound just a little bit more, it'll be a little bit more balanced on the taps, and the advantage of the shape will like kind of take place. This really big bass cup will be utilized, but we'll see. But yeah, the taps feel kind of weird on this, but that's totally fine. Overall, first impressions of this thing, really, really cool. If you want like a flipping kendama and a lunar kendama, if that's like your jam for kendama-ing, this is what you want right here. The design, overall cool, comes on sticky paint, comes on a splice, comes on maple too. Beach tama, which you want for your stalls. There's like, oh, also it's $40. And if you don't care too much for the tama, you can get the Ken for like 25 bucks. There's a lot of good things happening at Passion Kendama. A lot of good things. I don't have a lot else to say about this. Tommy, good job on this kendama. This thing is fire, dude. If you got one of these, if you copped, if you played one of these, let me know in the comments down below what you think. This thing is really cool. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe button, hit post notifications so you can be one of the first to watch these videos when they come out, and obviously sharing the video goes a long way for the channel. This is KendramaCo, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace!